Hello, how is everyone doing? Today we're going to be over another full body day. Starting off with Smith bench again. Unfortunately, I thought I had added 5s last time, but there were 2.5s and I only got 4. And since I, for no reason, increased 5 pounds, as you can see, I will not be getting 4 again. I also feel like I was a little too far up the bench. It's kind of hard to tell in the video, but like I'm pushing a lot more diagonally than straight up. But it's alright, you know, we'll just go back down to the weight I wanted in the first place for next time. I wasn't able to record everything today because twice my phone ran out of storage because I forgot to delete last video. So I was out of storage. But it's alright, you know. It is what it is. Now for the Smith Kelsos, I added either 5 or 10 pounds. No, 5 pounds. Definitely 5 pounds. That's pretty good. I think I got 6. Let's see. It was a pretty good set. I am letting my elbows bend a little bit. I don't mind. Just whatever feels natural to pulling. Because when you're retracting your shoulders or your scapula, to be more precise, you know, it's more of an arching movement than it is a straight vertical line. Technically, every muscle movement, not necessarily muscle, but like body movement is an arc. Nothing is a straight line. You know, when you bend at the elbow, you know, your wrist goes in an arc and not in a straight line. When you bend at your shoulder for like a chest press, your elbow is going in an arc. Nothing is technically a straight line. So, you know, everything's technically an arch movement. Now, the shoulder press, I went up 5 pounds from last time. It's a pretty good set. I felt really good. A lot less uncomfortable than last time. And very grinder rep there, but it's alright. It's super sticky at the bottom. But you know, once I get it like the bar slightly above my head, it's pretty easy to finish off. I did start with my right arm this time, and I was able to get 6 for my tricep extensions. I don't know. Maybe I didn't wait long enough last time. Could be a possibility. But I think it was a good set. Yeah, it was again busy today compared to the very first time I recorded, so some of the angles may be a little awkward. Just trying to I'm trying not to record other people, being mindful of their space. Pretty good set. And I did end up changing from dumbbell ladder raises to cable ladder raises, as we see here. I think this is 27.5 for 4. Pretty good set, probably like 2, maybe 1 RR. On my other hand, it was definitely 1 at least, but for this one, maybe 2. So it's a pretty good set. You know, trying to not move the body too much, just moving the shoulder. Nice and easy. Yeah, like for example, a lot of these, you know, there was a lot of people around me and I wasn't in the edge with the bench, so I couldn't set up my tripod. So I was just recording from the floor. And then for like my double pullovers, I completely forgot to record. You know, I grabbed the dumbbell and I was like, oh man, I didn't record. Or I'm not recording. I'm like, oh well. Because it was an alright set. You know, I might want to go back down in weight, honestly. I am moving my shoulder a lot here. But, I don't know. I don't mind the ego lift every once in a while. And for my low to high flies, you know, I would not recommend you stare at the lights on the ceiling, because I saw that, like the image of the light for a couple minutes afterwards when closing my eyes. So, you know, don't be an idiot. But it's a pretty good set. Might go for 6 next time, honestly. I don't know if it is a grinder, the 5th rep, but I don't know. I think maybe 2 RR. Kind of hard to tell sometimes. Well, in the set and out of the set, you know, you get 2 different perspectives. And both can be true, you know. You shouldn't be just in the set and be like, oh yeah, you know, this was 0 RR or 1 RR, you know. You should also take into account what you can see in your video but not only dictate what you see in your video, also what you experience mid-lift. I also went up to the 40s for the incline curls. Pretty good. Not too bad. A little shoulder movement, but that's all right, you know. I did not record my wide grip lat pull downs. I did, but since I was setting the camera on the floor, I didn't angle it up high enough. So you can only see like my lower back and like feet. So not really any point showing it. Yeah. You every once in a while you saw my elbows poke down. But pretty good set. I will probably be going up in weight for my close grip. Pretty good, pretty good. Something I want to talk about was for my calf raises. Oh, interrupted for a little posing. Look away if you're not my girlfriend. Anywho, for the calf raises, like the machine that's right behind me right now, I do cluster sets, which is like you do a few reps and then take like a short break. The reason I do that is because I found that my shoes slip off a lot when doing calves. So, you know, if you do that instead, it's like the same thing as a continuous set. So instead of having to reset mid set, you just fully reset and then continue after like a short break. I saw it from a creator a while ago, the whole idea of cluster sets, but like recently Paul Carter made a video specifically about calf raises. I'm like, oh, that's a good idea, let me do that. It was pretty good. I'll probably keep doing that. You know, you also get I personally get a huge sensation in my hamstrings and my leg is straight and I'm bent over. Now 2 leg extensions. It was a pretty good set, I feel like. I think I went 1. I increased in rep by 1, so that was pretty good. I did add for an exercise they don't record for the abductors. I did add a 2.5 in my gym extender, but it felt like a lot of friction. I don't know what caused it, so I don't know how viable using the gym extender and plates on it on top of it is gonna be. So who knows? So progress might stall in terms of just adding weight whenever I feel like it. But it's okay, you know, it doesn't really matter. It's not required, you know. I just do it because I want to do more weight, you know, just to boost the ego. Alright, now go to, I was going to do the leg curls, but that was one of the times that my storage got full, so it was cut short. It also did happen for my hip thrust, which I still show the setup, because why not? I wanted to talk about, getting big glutes, you know, get a natural BBL. What you mostly need is just getting strong at hip thrust. I'd show credentials, but my girlfriend would kill me. But the whole idea is, you know, just want to be able to extend the hip and make sure it's hardest at the lockout position, so at the very top, which is easily done on hip thrust. Like you're squatting or hinging like an SLDO, you will hit your hinging, your glutes in the lengthened position already, so it's unnecessary, and they're kind of the weakest there. So just do a hip thrust. And if you really want extra points, you just do the leg opener, the one it forces your legs closed and you open them. They hit adductor or abductor. I always confuse them. Whoa, did not want to see that. Anyhow, and that's all you really need to get big glutes, you know. Make sure you're squatting. Definitely make sure you're hip thrusting. And if you want to, bonus points, the leg opener. And that's it. So you get natural BBL. For my hinging, I went up in 5 pounds. So this should be 440. Next time I'll go up another 5 pounds, and 445 for my all-time best. You know, I'm just gonna keep doing that until I can only go through 3 reps. I'm doing this change range of motion that I typically would do. It just feels a lot better on a Smith. It was a pretty good set. I did get a little shoulder pain, but I think it'll be fine. And here's just like me setting up for the hip thrust. It's really funny because you can't tell unless when you go back to your phone after I finish my set to see that, full storage is full. But it still records up to the point where the storage is full. And it literally happens as I'm about to begin, which is kind of funny. Yeah, but honestly, like if somebody's new and they're like, oh, what hip thrust should I do? I would recommend the machine, if not the Smith. Thanks for watching. Have a good one.